Hello everybody, it's Jody Lafleur here and I'm back with another Nerf gun video. I don't have it in my hands right now because it's apart on my table. Shelly brought me again another gun. Today he brought me a Nerf Doomland's Vega shotgun. It is a super cool gun and I was super excited to work on it, but when I went on YouTube I couldn't find no videos anywhere, not even from my favorite Nerfers, on how to modify it. I looked all over Google and through the forums, and people who did change their springs out, they had no explanations or videos on how, or pictures on how they did the process. So I went ahead and took the gun apart myself and figured out how to modify the internals, and we made a video of it, me and Sheldon, and we're going to show you how we did it today. So right now the gun's apart on the table already, that's why, and we'll get started, and I'll start showing you how to mod this thing. Alright guys, so we're here at the table and this is the gun. Like I said, I already took the screws out and I already have the gun apart because I already had to go ahead and figure out what to do. So now I'm going to show you what to do. So once you have the gun apart, this whole internal is together. Ready? Pop. Pops right out just like that. And first thing I'm going to show you to do, which is the only thing you're probably going to have done or know what to do because it's the only videos on the internet, is take the air restrictors out of the barrel. Simplest process you can do. You just get yourself a pair of needle nose pliers, an angled pair, very specifically for this gun because you can't take this off, and then you take the pegs out of here. You just grab, twist, grab, twist, peg. So we're going to continue that process until all the pegs are done, and then I'm going to sand these edges off here with some sandpaper so it's nice and smooth. Get some 400 grade because we're not making it look nice, we're just making it feel nice so it works good. And voila, that's how you take the pegs out for the barrel. So I'm going to continue this, taking the pegs out for the barrel, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So I'm back, and I finished drilling out these barrels, and as you can see from here, they look great. Very smooth, very hollow. There's going to be very good airflow. So now that the barrels are empty, second thing you're going to want to do is we're going to move on to the internals finally. This is the thing that everyone's been waiting for. So I'm going to just get started on taking it apart, and I'll walk you through it step by step. Just give me a second there and we'll get right to it. Alright. So we're going to start working on the plunger here. Now this is going to be a very delicate procedure. So let's just tackle it right away. First thing we're going to want to do is take this bolt out here. Bolt here. We're going to take that bolt out.
Okay.
You can zoom out a bit more. There we go. Okay. So now that this is out, you're going to have to be very careful. Now I don't know if you can see in here, but these little clips here, you gotta be very careful with them when you pop them out. There's one arm. So there's one arm. Flip it over. Pop the other one out. Voila. There's your other arm. Put them aside with the screw. Okay, so now that you got these arms off, we're going to go for a really delicate procedure, okay? You're going to want to keep it flat here so it doesn't, though you don't lose any parts. And we're going to get this screw here and this screw down here. Okay, and then we're going to do some freaking delicate shit. We're trying to get the plunger out right now. Okay, so now we're gonna have to come under here and split it in half. There's gonna be a clip here, I should tell you now, and a clip up here. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm gonna undo the clips, and I broke one. Be very careful not to break it. God damn it. Can't stress that enough. Okay, so now that this is off, we're going to delicately lift this without losing the backslide, and this is here. Okay, so we're going to take this wall off. Don't lose the plunger or any of the dang springs. We're going to get this one out. There's a little spring holding it in. It's going to come off. And we have the plunger out. Nice. Now I'm going to work at taking these air restrictors out, and then I'll show you how we're going to tighten this spring. Okay, so we're back. All right, and this should all be the same as long as you didn't knock it over and stuff. Okay, and I'm going to show you what we did now that we got the plunger out. So first thing I did, I took the air restrictors out. Nice airflow. I greased it up with some white lithium grease, and I put some Teflon tape under the O-ring to give it a better seal. Now I don't know if you can see here too clearly, but I put some hot glue here, and I shaped an O-ring, a spacer, for the spring to have more compression, and I stretched the spring so it's at its highest strength. As you can see, it's pushing right against the edge here. So that's what we did with the plunger, and I'm going to show you how to put it all back together now. So first thing you want to do is get this plunger back in. You're going to get this little spring right here into this slot here. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you what it looks like now that it's all back together. So it's going to have a lot more compression, so I'm holding it right now by the barrel, and I just don't want it to all fall apart. So as you can see, we got it all back together. I didn't lose no springs. That's why I told you to keep it sideways. It was definitely a struggle. You might have to pick it up. Just remember what you did. Don't get lost. And yeah, so now I'm going to put this end back on and screw it all back together. Whoops, don't drop this piece. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's back together. Okay guys, so we got the internals all back together now, and it's looking really good. You're probably going to need a second hand. My second hand was Sheldon. I know I definitely needed help putting it back together. I needed someone to hold the barrel because the compression was pushing it all apart. Shout out to Sheldon. Okay, so now that it's all together, so I'll squeeze back together, and let's put the arms back on. Don't forget these. Make sure you put these clips on right here. See these clips? In front of these clips, or else it won't prime. Okay. Put it in front, and it should snap all in. Ta-da. Okay. Next one. Remember, clip in front of the clip, or else it won't prime. We'll squeeze them back together here. Don't forget your screw that you had on. Screw it back together. Voila. Okay, so now we got the arms on. It looks pretty good. It's all beefed up. Let's put it back in the gun, and I'll show you what it looks like from there. And yeah. Okay guys, so we got all the internals back in the gun here. It looks good, and it fits good. So I'm gonna show you what we did here. What we did was we bored out these barrels. They're hollow now, great airflow. We compressed the spring and stretched the spring, so it's at highest power that we can get it. We greased the inside of the tube. We tightened the seal with some Teflon. We took out the air restrictors from the plunger, and we got it all back together good. I'm super happy with the outcome, and I'm going to put this gun together because I'm super excited to shoot it, and I bet you guys are too. So just give me a second, and we're back, and the gun is all back together. It is looking marvelous. The spring's a little powerful, so the cocking mechanism needs to be pulled back all the way. Other than that, this mod went perfectly fine. It looks great. Now, let's test fire it to see what we did to it. Okay guys, so the gun's all finished, and we're gonna test fire it for you and do a little breakdown of what we did. So, here test firing it for you is Sheldon. Okay, and we're gonna show you what we did to it fast. So, what we did was, we bored out these barrels so they're completely hollow. We tensioned that spring, we stretched that spring, we greased the tube, we tightened the seal, and last but not least, we took the air restrictors out of the plunger on the inside. So now we got a nice fully modded Vagabond without any kit mods or bought pieces, and we're going to show you the difference. We probably rated up the FPS on this 25. Oh, and to help us show is Justin.
What's up? You gotta aim, bud.
So as you can see on the recoil of Justin's face, that the FPS on the gun was a lot better now, and it's going to be a great shotgun loadout for any nerfer, and it's ready to battle with. Yeah. Thank you all for coming out. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Sheldon for bringing the guns and for being in the video. Thank you all, and we hope we helped.